Matt, yes. Welcome back. Oh shit, I ain't got my hold on. Matt, yes. Welcome back to the video, bro. Welcome back. It's still Monday. Go tune into the last video, if y'all want to. But it's not really a lot going on today. But Matt Yaps has posted. So since Matt Yaps has posted, that means that today has went from a shit day to a great day. But we're gonna be tuning into Officer Caught in a Real Life Horror Movie. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
This officer was by himself on a routine welfare check. What he didn't know is that he might be talking to a killer. Just past midnight on November 14th, 2022, a Milwaukee police officer responded to a welfare check in a residential neighborhood. The caller was concerned for their 75-year-old neighbor, who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and
Still living
multiple
with that grandma.
disorderly conduct charges. According to a community briefing, upon arrival, Israel spoke through a window and agreed to let an officer inside.
This nigga went by himself, bro.
After you? You said you got
No way.
You got an animal or something? Go ahead.
No way this nigga just real life just let the suspect invite him into his fucking house. Like, this is the second video straight I've seen of just either a detective or a cop doing some bullshit. First off, the man enters in a secluded house. That's not his. He's not familiar with the area. Then the nigga tells him, oh yeah, go right ahead. And he just steps in that bitch, keeps his back turned. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, boy.
Here, Israel picks up a steel brake rotor on his way into the residence.
Yeah, like, how do you not notice this nigga has a big ass piece of metal in his fucking head? These cops, guess what? Guess what? They don't, guess what? They're not prepared to deal with a nigga like this, but a nigga that's smoking a blunt on the street, I bet you they take that shit to the top level. And he just sat there and closed the door. You are a dumbass. He's clearly, I would say he's clearly blocking the door, officer. My gosh. This is the worst one.
According to the community briefing, this is the only entrance and exit in the home. The rotor likely weighs around 20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
You want to just back on the door for me? She's laying on bed.
Nigga. Like, what is the... Are you actually about to step in there?
Dorothy!
Are you crazy?
Where's your bed at? Yeah.
If you don't tell that nigga get his fucking... Like, look at him. Oh my
You got
gosh.
any lights here?
Yeah.
You got the lights on?
She can pay a bill.
Oh. Hey, where's you going?
Look at him.
What do you mean?
She's right here.
Oh.
Are you...
She's right here.
Are you a fuck...
Dorothy?
Nigga, what? If you don't put your gun on that nigga, bro... If you don't do that shit like this,
Is she
why is he
sleeping?
letting this nigga just fucking be free?
Okay.
Oh my
How
god.
long has she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
Nigga, you went so... I mean, this nigga, the cop is a fucking dumbass. So you just entered in the room. You've made all that noise. He says the bitch is in the fucking room. She's not in the room, man. Excuse my language. I didn't mean bitch. I'm just too fucking infuriated right now. Says she's in the room. She's clearly not in the room. He won't even get in that bitch. Then he says he's right behind you. Nigga almost turns his full back. And then he's talking about some, oh, she's asleep. Oh, she's been asleep since 6. My nigga, you just made all that noise. You wouldn't expect that you would have heard her at least moan, her body move. The cop he just might have to get what's coming to him, bro.
Bad for?
She wets the bed.
She wets the bed? Why you gotta cover it like that?
Because of your rain, well, I open the window and stuff.
Okay, you pull the cover back for me?
His hand better be on his gun. His shit better be on his
Why is she
gun.
covered up like that? Her face.
She's sleeping.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
His
Shoot
birthday?
this nigga, bro. Niggas' hands are right here
His
too.
birthday?
You better tell his ass do this. Like these cops, they will tweak out on somebody over a
Why she
gram.
got flowers and
A
stuff
nigga
for
that just
her?
killed somebody, he just not giving a fuck.
Okay, step back. Step back.
She's dead.
What do you mean she's...
She's dead. I was gonna call her relatives in the morning.
Okay. Put your hands up.
The phone's in the room.
Put your hands up.
All right.
Turn around.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Like if that was me, if I was an officer, I would have shot the nigga in his leg or something, bro. He's been clearly just playing with you. He's had so many opportunities to really just get that officer up out of there. Dead ass.
5446. Can I get another squad to my location? I'm a supervisor. Put your hands behind your back.
Look at it. Look at this nigga. He's always I'm not gonna keep pausing this shit, bro, because I know that's annoying. But dude, it's just so many things. Like, look, the nigga's not even wanting to put his hands behind the back. Nigga, shoot him. Fuck it, man. You know, I'm an advocate against police brutality, but my nigga, shoot him, bro. Shoot him.
You don't got any weapons or anything like that.
His hands not even behind his fucking back.
Hands behind your back.
Look at, he's still looking at you, nigga.
Don't do that.
Nigga, he's still look at him. He's still looking at you. Shoot him.
No, you're not gonna get
Shoot
shot.
him.
You're
Just
looking at
fucking
me like that.
shoot
This is
him.
making me nervous.
Shoot him. He's still doing
Stop
it.
looking at me.
This nigga done asked him stop looking at me 5 fucking times, and the nigga is like still like, oh my god, this officer low-key deserves. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if some crazy shit's gonna happen to him, but he's had so many opportunities, man. He deserves that shit.
Don't do that. I'm telling you. Stop looking
Nigga,
at me.
he's still looking at
You
you,
hear me?
boy.
Just letting you know. Don't do that.
You better shoot his ass. He's clearly about to hop out on you, bro.
Right just letting you know.
Nigga, tase him. Fuck it.
Face.
No.
What the fuck?
Relatives. Call her relatives.
Oh, that nigga wants to die. He about to run at you.
Don't.
He about to run at you.
Make that other squad 1017, please.
45 7 but you also responded 1017, 572. Come work.
Nigga, he's waiting for you to just have a moment of weakness so he could get your shit.
Because you're doing too much moving and you're making me nervous.
1460, seat
No. Just don't move.
He's about to run at your ass, dude. He's gonna look at your bro. This might be the dumbest nigga I've ever seen be a fucking officer, bro. This shit seems fucking unreal.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
This nigga has looked back, like, you told this nigga stop looking at you 8 times, and he's still...
Okay, you're doing too much.
I ain't gonna put that shit on him. Put that shit on him like that. Put it on his ass like that.
Put your hands behind your back, now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back.
What was the address again?
Your other hand behind your back. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Dude, just tase this nigga, bro. Just tase him. Just tase his ass cheeks, man. Fuck it, bro.
Don't move.
This officer's a dumbass.
This is gonna do.
Like, what did you expect? What did you expect?
Stop resisting. Stop. 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 Stop.
What did you... We knew it.
According to a community briefing, the officer attempted to handcuff Israel but secured only one wrist before a struggle
What
began.
did you expect?
At this time, the officer pressed the emergency button on his radio, signaling for immediate backup. During the altercation, Israel allegedly used this 2.5-foot metal pole and attempted to grab the officer's firearm.
Stop. 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 Give me
Like, this nigga's just a dumbass.
Sir.
Right in the face.
Stop.
Right in the face.
You will be shot. Stop.
Right in the face.
Shoot the nigga. Just shoot him.
Drop the pole.
Just shoot him.
Drop the pole.
He has a weapon.
Drop the
Shoot
pole.
him.
Right in the face.
Shoot him.
Right in the
Drop
Just
the
shoot
pole.
him. He's asking for it.
Drop-
Do it in the
Oh
neck.
my gosh.
Please, right in the face. Right
Drop
in
the
the face.
pole.
Right in the face.
Right in the face. Come on.
Now I'm gonna have to shoot
Right in
you.
the face.
This nigga's
Come on.
asking for, he's literally, shoot me in the face, shoot me in the face, right in the face. Nigga, he's asking for it to shoot him. He has a weapon. The nigga has quite literally defied all the orders. This is the first time. The first time. Well, not the first time, but the rare occasion that I'm just like, man, shoot the nigga. Literally. Literally.
Do it, please. Come on, you don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir,
Do it.
drop the
Do it. You don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir,
Right in the fucking face,
Drop
man.
the pole.
Right in the face. Come on. Come on.
drop the
Come
pole.
on. Right in the face, man. Please.
Dude, oh my
Right in the
gosh.
face.
This is just a struggle.
On the ground now.
Right in the face. Come on.
On the ground.
Make it quick.
On the ground.
This is just a struggle to watch.
Okay. Don't tase me.
Nigga said, don't tase me, but kill me.
Drop it. Drop it. Now.
And where's this nigga's backup? What fucking police industry is
Right in
this?
the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face. Come on.
Getting
You
tasing.
gotta do it, man. Right in the
Drop
Right in the face.
the weight now.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
I mean, dude, at this point, this officer, he clearly is not good at being a police officer. At this point, man, I'm not wishing for the death, but I'm just hoping something happens where he's never an officer
Right
again.
in the face.
Drop.
I would not feel
the weight.
protected around this guy, bro.
Responding officers attempted a rear entry to the building, but ultimately had to kick down the door to assist.
Subject is at gunpoint. And then on the squad.
Right in the face. Come on.
We are closing road.
Don't take me, man. Don't take me, man.
What? Drop the weight. He said, do it.
Get me. Get me. Get me. Pull through. Give me your hand. Check that room. I got it. Hold on. Someone get medical now. Call for medical.
He get shot or
According
something?
to a community briefing, despite being tased, Israel threw the brake rotor at the officer, prompting the officer to fire his handgun. This photo shows the damage caused by the rotor, which was allegedly just inches from hitting the officer.
that's a
Israel
dry
allegedly
wall, though.
continued to resist other officers, but was eventually taken into custody. Emergency medical services were immediately sent for Israel, and he survived the injuries. The 24-year-old officer was treated and released after minor injuries. The officer had 4 years of service at the time.
4
A
years?
medical examiner was called to assess the 75-year-old woman who had no signs
4
of
years,
trauma.
my
It was
ass.
later determined she died from lung cancer, though the exact time of death remains unclear. An investigation was opened to determine if the use of force was justified after the officer-involved shooting incident took place. During this investigation, the officer was placed on administrative leave. On December 5th, 2022, roughly 3 weeks after the shooting, the Milwaukee County District Attorney found the use of force was justified. The officer will face no charges regarding this incident. For this incident, Israel was charged with 1 count of battery of a law enforcement officer, 1 count of resisting an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping, which was linked to a $2,500 signature bond for prior disorderly conduct charges, according to news sources. In February 2023, the court determined he was incompetent to make decisions related to his case and assist with his defense. However, the court deemed he was a likely candidate to regain competency in his case. He was forced to participate in 62 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced. In May 2023, he remained incompetent, leading to extended treatment. By late July 2023, the court declared him competent and set a $5,000 cash bond. In August 2023, he pled not guilty and posted the $5,000 cash bond in September after 10 months in custody. Though the case was prepared for trial, in February 2024, 15 months after the incident, the state dismissed all charges and refunded his bail. However, in March 2024, he was recharged for the same incident with 1 count of attempting to disarm a peace officer, 1 count of resisting or obstructing an officer, and 1 count of bail jumping. A $5,000 signature bond was set in April 2024, and in June, he pled not guilty once again. At the time of posting this video, the case remains pending. Additionally, Israel currently faces separate, unrelated charges for stalking and violating a restraining order in relation to domestic abuse, along with felony bail jumping.
Now, when police receive calls for a check on their well-being, it's often a very delicate situation. And though we do use compassion, we also have to respond with caution, because as usual, police enter these situations knowing very little. And I've responded to many welfare check calls, and most times the person was either asleep or not home. But on that rare occasion, unfortunately, the end result wasn't always a happy ending. So today we're in Milwaukee and we have a concerned neighbor calling 911 so police can do a welfare check to check on a 75-year-old woman who lives with a 31-year-old man who isn't a family member. Now, this is an immediate cause for concern for me, because when you have a random person living with someone who isn't related to them, it could be just me, but this is extremely suspect because many people like to take advantage of the elderly. We do see it a lot. And then we learned that the male living with this woman has an extensive criminal history, which is never good. So my question is, how did this male even end up living here? But the male actually opened the door for the officer and everything appeared okay for the moment until the male picked up the 20-pound brake rotor and then placed it in front of the door, blocking
Yeah,
the
like,
exit of
bro, the moment he would have picked up that big ass piece of metal, if I'm a police officer, I'm like, that's all I'm doing. That nigga is a dumbass, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know how. Like, obviously, the other dude, I feel like the other dude, he had a lot of opportunities to act on and kill this police officer, but this nigga got saved. Like, I understand being 24, but fuck that nigga. I'm about to be 20. I know. Like, there was so many red flags in that video, bro.
the
So
apartment.
many.
And his explanation was because the door swings open. And just as a side note, in the academy, officers are usually trained to never allow your exit to be obstructed because you may have to make a quick exit. But at this point, as I'm watching this, the hairs on the back of my neck started to stand up because the male first states that Dorothy is on the bed. But once the light came on, the male states that Dorothy
Alright.
was right next to the officer the entire time. But here's the
Exactly.
thing, Dorothy isn't alive anymore. And the male apparently knew that during this entire interaction because that's exactly what he whispered to this officer. Now,
That's
if you guys are
immediately-
paying attention, this guy gives away multiple signs that he wasn't going to go quiet. Now,
That's
the first one is he
immediately-
didn't turn all the way around when the officer gave him an order. And the second, he
Exactly.
keeps watching the officer. And the last, he actually
Exactly.
pulls away when the officer initially tries to
Exactly.
cuff him. And these are all warning signs, and I
Exactly.
cannot stress how dangerous this is because the officer is in this apartment with the door closed with a mentally unstable male. And that quick, as the officer tries to cuff him, the officer's in a fight because all we hear is the officer yelling to stop resisting because the body cam has fallen off, and this interaction just got more disturbing as it progressed. Now, this
Fucking
officer had to yell
exactly.
to stop to this male over 11 times and drop the weight numerous
I ain't gonna lie. Actually, I'm
times,
just gonna let
and
him
then still
finish
had to
out.
fire his weapon. But thankfully, this officer was not hurt, and his backup showed up right on time. However, this male is extremely dangerous, and although the deceased had no trauma, in my opinion, he should not have been living there. But lastly, this is just another example of how a simple check on a well-being call can turn into a fight for survival. But this
I mean, if I'm one of these police officers, no matter what type of welfare check I'm getting, I'm coming in thinking like somebody's probably dead. Like, you understand how long? I mean, obviously, some people call welfare checks even if they haven't heard from a person for like a day or two. But regardless, you understand like the circumstances for somebody to call a welfare check, especially if these niggas, everybody has a phone. People could go to people's doors. It's like mainly if somebody's communicating well and then they stop doing that shit, I feel like, regardless of what, I'm coming in with extreme fucking caution. I mean, this officer right here just explained what I was basically saying during the video, how this police officer might be, like, I don't want to shit talk him too much, but at the same time, it's life or death. And this dude, literally, there was so many red flags. The fact that the fact that the man who got arrested literally let the officer step into the room and the officer had his back turned towards his ass. And then all those times when, like, he would tell the nigga, like, bro, stop looking at me, he kept on doing that. And I was like, are you gonna keep on telling him stop looking so he could just keep a look? Low key, I feel like whoever the officer is, he's clearly not meant to be officer. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, bro. And now, yes.